to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Friday, March 8th, 2024. Big show today. College basketball, NBA, NHL, spring training, soccer, golf, NASCAR, F1, the Oscars, news and notes, and best bet. All right, college basketball is where we'll begin. We'll go over the results from yesterday, look ahead to everything this weekend. Sun Belt second round, Georgia Southern upset South Alabama 76-71. MVC first round, Missouri State over Murray State 60-35. Sun Belt second round, Louisiana beats Coastal Carolina 80-66. MVC first round, Belmont beats Valpo 86-61. West Coast Conference first round, Pepperdine destroys Pacific 102-43. Sun Belt second round, Texas State upsets Southern Miss 75-59. Patriot League quarterfinal, Colgate over Holy Cross 81-64. Patriot League quarterfinal, Lehigh over Lafayette 76-61. Patriot League quarterfinal, BU over Navy 70-61. And Patriot League quarterfinal, Bucknell upsets American 80-57. So a couple of upsets in the Patriot League. Horizon League quarterfinal, Oakland over Purdue Fort Wayne 75-65. Horizon League quarterfinal, Cleveland State upsets Youngstown State 82-70. MVC first round, Evansville upsets Illinois State 59-53. ASUN semifinal, Stetson over Jacksonville 88-87. Wow, Jacksonville almost made the title game. All right, UAB over Temple 172. Wisconsin over Rutgers 78-66. Niagara over Siena 66-59. Quinnipiac over Marist 73-64. Manhattan over Iona 77-60. Fairfield over Canisius 74-62. OVC quarterfinal, Western Illinois over Tennessee State 61-59. SC Central over SC State 79-68. Morgan State over Coppin State 78-60. Utah Texas over Texas Rio Grande 79-74. Stephen F. Austin over Southern Utah 87-60. Horizon League quarterfinal, Northern Kentucky over Wright State 99-97 in overtime. Oh man. So there's an upset. ASUN semifinal, Austin P over North Alabama 77-71. Maryland Eastern over Delaware State 67-59. Rider over St. Peter's 61-56. Utah Valley over Tarleton State 63-60. Texas Arlington over Cal Baptist 71-57. Abilene Christian over Seattle 64-59. Sunbelt second round, Marshall over Georgia State 86-74. Alcorn State over Mississippi Valley State 74-67. Southern over Alabama State 65-57. Grambling over Alabama A&M 74-73. Jackson State over Pine Bluff 89-84. Nichols over Southeast Louisiana 80-54. Washington upsets number 18 Washington State 74-68. Horizon League quarterfinal, Milwaukee over Green Bay 95-84. Colorado over Oregon 79-75. Norfolk State over Howard 77-58. UTEP over FIU 83-76. Sam Houston over Louisiana Tech 72-66. Number 5 Arizona over UCLA 88-65. MVC first round, UIC over Southern Illinois 84-82 in double overtime. OVC quarterfinal, Morgan State over SIU Eversole 78-63. Santa Barbara over Long Beach State 76-74. UC Davis over UC San Diego 70-63. Riverside over Fullerton 84-74. Irvine over Cal Poly 82-68. Stanford over Cal 80-58. UFC over Arizona State 81-73. So best bet wins by a half point. And Oregon State over Utah 90-85. All right, busy day today. At noon, Big South quarterfinal, Radford High Point. My line's High Point 9.1, total 150 and 4 fits. So I only did totals for the conference tournament games. I just have to pull up FanDuel very quickly. 11.5 win, 49.5. I'm going to take Radford in the points. Missouri State, Indiana State, 1 o'clock MVC. Quarterfinal. I have Indiana State 11.9, total 149 and 4 fits, and it's 10.5 and 147.5 over. 2 o'clock CAA first round, William & Mary NCAT. My line's William & Mary 1.3 to 143.5. And it's 4.5 and 138.5 over. Big South quarterfinal, 2 o'clock, Longwood Winthrop. My line's Winthrop 2.8, total 146 and 2 fits. And it's Longwood 1.5, total 146.5. I'll take Winthrop plus the points at minus 105 outright. 3:30 MVC quarterfinal. Belmont, Northern Iowa. My line is Northern Iowa 1.6, total 149 and a quarter. And it's 1.5 and 151.5 under. CAA first round, Hampton Elon at 430. My line is Elon 6.2, total 148. And it's 3.5 and 148.5. I'm going to lay the points with Elon. 5 o'clock, SoCon first round, the Citadel Mercer. Mine's Mercer 6.6, total 141.5. And it's 3.5 and 139.5. I'm going to lay it with Mercer. 6 o'clock, Charleston Southern UNT Asheville, Big South quarterfinal. My line is Asheville 2.8, total 146 and 2/5. And it's 11.5 and 143.5. That's way too high. I'm going to take Charleston Southern. Wait. How is that the line? I can't believe I have a big discrepancy. Like that. That is not right. I'm going to double check. I definitely messed something up here. Oh. I know what I did wrong. Okay, so I found the right numbers. So I have it 10.5 and 145 and 4/5. And it is 11.5 and 143.5. So the pick's going to be the over. Sorry about the confusion, guys. All right, a regular game. Akron, Western Michigan. My projection is Akron 9.1. It's 8.5, 139.5. I'll take the over. 7 o'clock ESPN2, VCU at number 25 Dayton. By the way, Akron, Western Michigan, CBS Sports Network. So VCU Dayton, I have Dayton 9.3, and it's 7.5 and 138.5. We'll go with the under. MVC quarterfinal, Evansville Drake. My line is Drake 15.5, total 148 and the 20th. And it's 12.5 and 144.5. That's a hard one, but I'm going to go with the over. Ohio, Miami of Ohio. My line's Ohio 1.3, and it's 2.5, 143.5. I'll take the over. Ball State, Bowling Green. My line's Bowling Green, 6.25. And it's 5.5, 143.5. I'll take over there as well. Northern Iowa, Buffalo. My line's Northern Iowa 3.4, and it's pick'em essentially. Buffalo by half, so 151.5. We'll take Northern Illinois plus the half and minus 110. Eastern Michigan, Central Michigan. My line is Central 7.5, and it's 10.5 and 129.5. I'm going to take Eastern in the points. 7:30 VMI East Tennessee State SoCon first round. My line's East Tennessee State 11.9, total 145 and 2/5, and it's 16.5 and 146.5. I'm going to take VMI in the points. 8 o'clock ESPNU OVC semifinal Western Illinois Little Rock. Mine's Little Rock 1.9, total 149, 19/20. And why can't I find this game? So it's Little Rock, 4.5, total 139.5, or 5.5. I like the over. Big South quarterfinal, Presbyterian Gardner Webb. My line's Gardner Webb 9.8, total 147 and a 5th. And it's 6.5 and 144.5. I'm going to lay the points. Summit League first round, South Dakota, Oral Roberts. My line's Oral Roberts, 2.5, total 153 and a 10th. And it's 2.5 and 153.5. Oh my God, that's really close. Slight under. 8 o'clock CBS Sports Network, Kent State, Toledo. Mine's Toledo 6.25, and it's 7.5, 153.5. We'll take the under. 9 o'clock Fox Sports 1. WCC first round, Pepperdine, San Diego. Or quarterfinal, my mistake. Second round. My line is San Diego 1.6, so 149 and 9/10. And it's Pepperdine 2.5, total 154.5. The question is the right team favored? Probably not, but I'm taking the under anyway. ESPN 2, Wichita State, Tulane, minus Tulane 4.9. And it's 2.5, 154.5. I'll lay the 2.5 with Tulane. UIC Bradley 9:30 in the quarterfinals of the Missouri Valley. My line is Bradley 14.8, total 142 and 3/4. And it's Bradley 11.5, total 134.5. I like the over. 10 o'clock Fox Sports 1. Oh, wait, the Pepperdine San Diego game's not Fox Sports 1. I misread that. So 10 o'clock Fox Sports 1's Boise State, number 21, San Diego State. Line San Diego State 4.1. And it's 7.5, 136.5. I'll take Boise in the points. 10:30 ESPNU, Morris State, UT Martin, OVC semifinal. My line is Morris State 2.25, total 147 and 9/20. And it is 7.5 and 147.5. I'm actually going to take Tennessee Martin in the points. And last but not least, 11:30, WCC second round. Loyola Marymount, Portland. My line's Marymount 2 3/4, total 146 and 2/5. And it's 5.5 and 143.5. I am going to take the over. All right. 12 o'clock ESPN Saturday, Arkansas number 16, Alabama. CAA second round, Campbell Monmouth. NEC semifinal, Lemoyne Merrimack. SoCon quarterfinal, Sanford against TBD. Big South semifinal, 12 o'clock CBS at Memphis FAU on Fox. Georgetown St. John's, that's definitely being played at the Garden, yup. Brown Yale, Sun Belt quarterfinal, Georgia Southern App State. On USA, St. Louis, St. Bonaventure. 1 o'clock Rhode Island, Fordham, Davidson, St. Joe's. 2 o'clock ESPN 2, number 6 Iowa State, Kansas State. We're just going to do notable games and then conference tournament games. NEC semifinal, Wagner, Central Con. America East quarterfinal, Maine, Bryant. Big South semifinal, we don't know. On ESPN, Oklahoma, Texas. West Virginia, Cincinnati, CBS. A&M, Ole Miss. George Washington, Duquesne. Cornell, Columbia. 2:30 on Fox, number 10 Creighton at Villanova. Is that at Wells Fargo? Yes. SEC Network, number 17 South Carolina, Mississippi State. CAA second round, TBD at Towson, against Towson, I should say. SoCon quarterfinal, TBD UNC Greensboro. ESPNU, Notre Dame, Virginia. Richmond, George Mason. 3 o'clock, number 24 South Florida at Tulsa. AEC quarterfinal, Albany, Vermont. America East quarterfinal, Binghamton, New Hampshire. And NBC, US Law. Those are 3 o'clock games. Sunbelt quarterfinal, Louisiana, Arkansas State. CBS Sports Network, 3:30 is the MVC semifinal. 4 o'clock ESPN, number 14 Kansas at number 1 Houston. CBS, number 15 Kentucky at number 4 Tennessee. ESPN 2, Miami, Florida State. Charlotte, East Carolina, LaSalle, Loyola, Chicago. Colorado State Air Force. 4:30 SEC Network, Florida, Vandy. 5 o'clock on Fox, number 8 Marquette at Xavier. Pac-12 Network, Colorado, Oregon State. UCF, TCU. 5:30 on CW, BC, Louisville. 6 o'clock ESPN 2, number 11 Baylor, Texas Tech. CAA second round, Northeastern, Stony Brook. CBS Sports Network, the other MVC semifinal. Sunbelt quarterfinal, Texas State, Troy. SoCon quarterfinal, Wofford, Chattanooga. ACC Network, Clemson, Wake. Princeton, Penn. 6:30 ESPN, number 7 North Carolina, number 9 Duke. That's the game of the weekend. SEC Network, Georgia, number 13 Auburn. 7 o'clock Summer League quarterfinal, TBD, South Dakota State. Pac-12 Network, Utah, Oregon. Wyoming, Fresno. 7:30 Big Sky first round, Sacramento State, Idaho. 7:45 NC State, Pitt. 8 o'clock on Fox, number 2 UConn, Providence. On ESPN 2, it's the OVC final. ACC Network, Georgia Tech, Virginia. North Texas, Rice. CBS Sports Network, New Mexico at number 22 Utah State. CAA second round, TBD, Delaware. Sunbelt quarterfinal, Marshall, James Madison. SoCon quarterfinal, Furman, Western Carolina. Fox Sports 1, DePaul, Seton Hall. SEC Network, Missouri, LSU. 9 o'clock, Oklahoma State, number 20, BYU. Big Ten Network, Minnesota, Northwestern. Summit League quarterfinal, Denver, KC. 10 o'clock, ESPN, number 5, Arizona, USC. ESPN 2, TBD, Santa Clara, WCC quarterfinal. Big Sky first round, Idaho State, Northern Arizona. 10:30, CBS Sports Arc, UNLV, Nevada. 11 o'clock, Fox Sports 1, Arizona State, UCLA. And then 12:30, ESPN 2, WCC quarterfinal, TBD, San Francisco. And then Sunday, don't forget daylight savings on Sunday. At noon, CAA quarterfinal, ESPN 2, Big South final, Big Ten Network, Nebraska, Michigan, 12:30 on Fox, Wisconsin, number 3, Purdue. CBS Sports Network at 2 o'clock, Bucknell, Colgate, Patriot League semifinal. On CBS, the MVC final. ESPN 2, the ASUN final, Austin P. Stetson. Big Ten Network, Ohio State, Rutgers. CAA quarterfinal, TBD, UNC Wilmington. Temple, UTSA, SMU, UAB. Patriot League semifinal, Lehigh, BU on CBS Sports Network at 4 o'clock. SoCon semifinal, 4 o'clock on ESPNU. 4:30 CBS, Michigan State, Indiana. 6 o'clock CAA quarterfinal, TBD, Drexel. Southland first round, New Orleans, Southeast Louisiana. Sun Belt semifinal, 6:30 on ESPNU, the SoCon semifinal. Fox Sports 1, number 12, Illinois, Iowa. Summit League quarterfinal, North Dakota State, St. Thomas. 7:30, Big Sky second round, TBD, Eastern Washington. 7:30, Big Ten Network, Maryland, Penn State. 8:30, CAA quarterfinal, TBD, Hofstra. Southland first round, A&M Commerce, Northwestern State. Sun Belt semifinal, 9:30, Summit League quarterfinal, Omaha, North Dakota. And then 10 o'clock, Big Sky second round, TBD in Northern Colorado. All right, now we'll move on to the NBA. We will go over the results from yesterday, look ahead to tonight's slate, as well as the rest of the weekend. You knew college was going to take a little bit longer today with all the conference tournament stuff and whatnot. Pistons over Nets, 118-112. T-Wolves over the Pacers, 113-111. Mavs over the Heat, 114-108. Suns over the Raptors, 120-113. Nuggets over the Celtics, 115-109. Bulls over the Warriors, 125-122. And the Kings over the Spurs, 131-129. All right, so we have 4 games. 7 o'clock, you have the Pelicans at the Sixers. I should say 8 games. I have Pelicans 9.5 total, 229 and 7/20, and it is 8 and 221.5 over. Hornets Wizards, Men's Wizards by 4 total, 232 and a 20th, and it is 2.5 and 226 over. 7:30 on ESPN, T-Wolves Cavs, not as enticing as a game as it would have been. No Donovan Mitchell, no Evan Mobley, and no Karl Anthony Towns. My line is T-Wolves 3 3/4, total 221 and 13/20. At least we have Anthony Edwards. The Cavs are giving 1 total 207.5. That's ridiculous, but I like the over. Magic Knicks. Mine's the Magic 3 3/4, total 221 and 19/20. If Brunson doesn't play, that goes up to like 7-something. It's Magic 1.5 total 207. That's another over. 8 o'clock, Hawks Grizzlies. My line is the Hawks 1 1/4 total 230 and 9/20, and it is 3 and 216 over. So many overs. Oh my god. Heat Thunder. Mine's the Thunder by 7 total 227 and 11/20, and it's 8.5 and 224. It's another over. 10 o'clock, ESPN Bucks Lakers. No Chris Middleton. My line's the Lakers 1 1/4 total 236 and 3/10, and it's Bucks 1.5 total 232.5. I like the over. And last but not least, Rockets Blazers. My line's the Rockets 4 3/4 total 224 and 3/4, and it's 6 and 219. All overs tonight. All right, Saturday 4 o'clock, NBA TV, Bulls Clippers. Is that from Crypto? Yeah. Weird start time for that, though. Nets, Hornets at 7. Mavs, Pacers, 8:30 ABC, Saturday primetime, Celtics, Suns. Spurs, Warriors, 9 o'clock, Jazz, Nuggets, and 10 o'clock, Raptors, Blazers. Sunday, 3 o'clock, Bucks, Clippers, 6 o'clock, Pelicans, Hawks, Wizards, Heat. Pacers, Magic, Rockets, Kings. 7 o'clock, ESPN, Sixers, Knicks. That's a big one. Nets, Cavs, Grizzlies, Thunder, 9:30 ESPN, T-Wolves, Lakers. Going on at the same time as the Oscars. Like, bad timing for that game. Really for both. They're not going to get their number because of the Oscars, which we'll get to. All right, now we'll do NHL. We'll go over the results from yesterday. Look ahead to tonight and the weekend. Bruins over Leafs 4-1. Flames over Lightning 6-3. Flyers over the Panthers 2-1. Devils over the Blues 4-1. Caps over the Penguins 6-0. Canes over the Habs 4-1. Blue Jackets over the Oilers 4-2. Preds over the Sabres 4-2. Wild over the Coyotes 5-2. Canucks over the Golden Knights 3-1. Kings over the Sens 4-3 in OT. The Isles over the Sharks 7-2. All right, 4 games tonight. 9 o'clock, NHL Network, Wild Avs. I'd say the Avs are like minus 150. Minus 210. Whoa. Wild are plus 172 over under 6.5. Over is minus 112. Others minus 108. Wild plus 1.5 is minus 137. Avs minus 1.5 is plus 114. I like the under. Red Wings, Coyotes. Red Wings minus 134. Coyotes plus 112 over under 6.5. Minus 110 each way. Wings minus 1.5 is plus 172. Coyotes plus 1.5 is minus 10. I'm going back to the well and taking the Coyotes. I took them as an underdog yesterday, but that didn't work out. But I'm going to do it again. Plus 112. 10 o'clock, Stars, Ducks. Stars minus 300, Ducks plus 240 over under 6.5. Over is minus 105, over is minus 115. Stars minus 1.5 is minus 115. Ducks plus 1.5 is plus 104. Stars puck line. No doubt. Jets, Kraken. Jets minus 128. Kraken plus 106. Over under 5.5. Over is minus 114. Under is minus 106. Jets minus 1.5 is plus 195. Kraken plus 1.5 is minus 240. I like the under. Saturday, 12:30, Oilers, Sabres. And then on ABC's Hurricanes, Devils. Preds, Jackets. 3 o'clock ABC, Penguins, Bruins. 4 o'clock, Flames, Panthers. 7 o'clock, NHL Network, Leafs, Habs. Flyers, Lightning. Blackhawks, Capitals. Sens, Sharks. Blues, Rangers at 7:30. 10 o'clock, Jets, Canucks. Red Wings, Golden Knights. At 10:30 is the Stars and the Kings. And then Sunday, 1 o'clock, TNT, Oilers, Penguins. 3:30, TNT, Preds, Wild. 5 o'clock, Flames, Hurricanes. 6 o'clock, NHL Network, Coyotes, Blackhawks. At 8 o'clock is the Islanders at the Ducks. All right, spring training. We'll go over results and look ahead to today and the weekend. Braves over the Red Sox 3-2. Astros over the Cards 6-3. Rays over the Phils 3-2. Rangers over the D-backs 7-5. Brewers over the White Sox 8-2. Mariners over the Angels 5-0. Blue Jays over the Tigers 5-4. Mets over the Nats 3-2. Tigers over the Yanks 11-5. Cubs Reds 2-2 tie. Guardians, A's, and Dodgers Giants postponed. Royals Rockies canceled. All right, today's games, 1 o'clock, Astros, Phillies, Twins, Pirates, Braves. So the Pirates have a split squad. 1 o'clock, Yankees, Blue Jays, 3 o'clock, White Sox, Guardians, Royals, Rangers, Mariners, Cubs. Cubs, D-backs. So the Cubs also have a split squad. Rockies, Angels, A's, Brewers. 6 o'clock, Tigers, O's, Cards, Nats. 6:30, Mets, Marlins. 8 o'clock, Reds, Dodgers. 8:40, Giants, Padres. 9 o'clock, Brewers, A's. So the Brewers and the A's have split squads against each other. Saturday, 12 o'clock, Nats, Astros. 1 o'clock, Yankees, Twins, O's, Braves, Mets, Cards, Pirates, Tigers, Blue Jays, Phils. 3 o'clock, Angels, Guardians, D-backs, Royals, Rockies, Cubs, A's, Giants, Rangers, Dodgers, Brewers, A's, White Sox, Padres, Reds, D-backs, Mariners, Brewers. 5 o'clock from Dominican Republic, Red Sox, Rays, and then 6 o'clock, Marlins, Nats. Sunday, 1 o'clock, Marlins, Astros, Braves, Yankees, Phillies, Pirates. From DR, Rays, Red Sox, Blue Jays, O's, Nats, Twins, O's, Jays, Tigers, Mets, Cards, Marlins. 4 o'clock, Dodgers hosting the D-backs, White Sox, Giants, Cubs, Rangers, Guardians, Reds, Royals, A's, Brewers, Rockies, Padres, Angels, and Giants, Mariners. Okay, now move on to soccer. We'll go over notable results from yesterday and look ahead to the weekend. So we had Some CONCACAF yesterday. Monterrey over Cincinnati 1-0. Nashville, Miami 2-2 draw. We had Europa League. Round of 16, Liverpool over Sparta 5-1. AS Roma over Brighton 4-0. FK Karabag, Leverkusen 2-2 draw. Freiburg over West Ham 1-0. Milan over Slavia Prague 4-2. Marseille over Villarreal 4-0. And Benfica Rangers was a 2-2 draw. And we have to do Conference League results really quickly as well. Ajax Amsterdam, Aston Villa 0-0 draw. Molde Club Brugge 2-1. Maccabi Tel Aviv over Olympiacos 4-1. Lille over SK Sturm Graz 3-0. Dynamo Zagreb over Hajduk Salokina 2-0. Fiorentina over Maccabi Haifa 4-3. Servette Victoria Pleasant 0-0 draw. And Fenerbahce over Union SG 3-0. Saudi Pro League from yesterday. Al Faya over Al Shabab 3-2. Tamak over Al Wada 1-0. Al Raid over Al Nasser 3-1. All right, today 9 o'clock. Al Ridia and Al Halal. Al Halal should win that. Al Tay and Al Hazim, that should be a draw. And then Al Idiad and Al Akdud. Al Idiad should win. And then Saturday 9 o'clock. Al Idifak and Abba. Al Fateh and Al Khalij. And then at noon, Al Tawoon and Al Ali. La Liga today, 3 o'clock, Barcelona and Mallorca. I'd say Barcelona probably over like minus 200 or something like that. Yep, minus 270. Mallorca plus 650. The draw plus 350. Barcelona's going to win that. We're going to do under 2.5 goals plus 102 though. Saturday, 8 o'clock, Valencia, Getafe, 10:15, Cadiz, Atletico, 12:30, Granada, Real Sociedad, 3 o'clock, Girona, Osasuna. Sunday, 9 o'clock, Alaves, Rayo, 11:15, Las Palmas, Athletic, 1:30, Real Madrid, Celta Vigo, and 4 o'clock, Betis and Villarreal. Bundesliga today, 2:30, of Stuttgart and Union Berlin. Stuttgart's minus 240, Berlin 6-1, the draws plus 340. We're going to do under 2.5 goals at plus 112. Saturday, 9:30, Bayern, Mainz, Gladbach, Cologne, Augsburg, Heidenheim, RB Leipzig, Darmstadt, and 12:30, Bremen, Dortmund. And then Sunday, 10:30, Bochum, Freiburg, 12:30, Frankfurt, Hoffenheim, and 2:30, Leverkusen and Wolfsburg. Serie A, today, 2:45, you have Napoli and Torino. Napoli's minus 145, Torino's plus 410, the draws plus 250. We're going to go over 2.5 goals at plus 126. Saturday, 9 o'clock, Cagliari, Salernitana, Sassuolo, Frosinone. At noon, Bologna, Inter Milan. And 2:45, Genoa, Monza. And then yesterday, 7:30, Lecce, Verona. Or yesterday, Sunday. 10 o'clock, Milan, Napoli. 1 o'clock, Juventus, Atalanta. And 3:45, Fiorentina and AS Roma. Liga MX. Tonight, 8 o'clock, Puebla, Atlas. I'm going to pull that up really quickly. Puebla plus 190, Atlas plus 135, the draws plus 230. Let's go with the draw plus 230. 10 o'clock, Necaxa and Athletic San Luis. Necaxa plus 145, Athletic San Luis plus 175, the draws plus 220, going Necaxa plus 145. And then Juarez, Toluca. Toluca minus 105, Juarez plus 250, draw plus 260. We're going to go Toluca at minus 105. Saturday, 6 o'clock, Guadalajara, Leon. 8 o'clock, Pachuca, Querétaro. Santos, Cruz Azul. And 10 o'clock, America, Tigres. And then Sunday, 2 o'clock, UNAM, Tijuana. 9 o'clock, Monterrey, Mazatlan. And then League One. Today at 3 o'clock, Nice and Montpellier. Nice minus 40, Montpellier plus 360. The draws plus 270. We're going to over 2.5 goals at minus 116. And then tomorrow, 11 o'clock, Lorient, Lyon. And 3 o'clock, Lens, Brest. And then Sunday, 8 o'clock, PSG, Reims. 10 o'clock, Le Havre, AC, Toulouse. Metz, Clermont Foot. Strasbourg, Monaco. 12:05, Lille, Rennes. And then 3:45, you have Marseille and Nantes. Dutch Eredivisie today at 2 o'clock. The Go Ahead Eagles and PSV. Just got to pull that one up really quickly. PSV's minus 280. The Go Ahead Eagles is plus 550. The draw is 4-1. We're going to do over 3.5 goals at minus 108. Saturday, 12:45, FC 20 in Sparta. 2 o'clock, Almere City, FC Utrecht. And 3 o'clock, RKC, Waldwijk, and Vitesse. And then on Sunday, 7:15, AZ Alkmaar, AX Glacier. 9:30, Ajax Fortuna. PEC Zwolle, FC Volendam. 11:45, NEC Heerenveen. And 3 o'clock, Feyenoord and Heracles. And then the EFL, 3 o'clock. Today you have Sheffield Wednesday and Leeds. Leeds minus 175, Sheffield plus 460. The draw is 3-1. We're going to go under 2.5 goals at plus 110. Saturday, 7:30, Cardiff Ipswich. 10 o'clock, Blackburn Plymouth, Hull Leicester. Millwall Birmingham, Norwich City Rotherham. Preston Stoke QPR Borough. Southampton Sunderland and Watford Coventry. And then Sunday at 8 o'clock, Huddersfield West Brom and 8:30, Bristol City and Swansea. And we do not have Scottish Premiership MLS this weekend, though. We got to get into that. So tomorrow at 2, you have NYCFC Portland, Toronto Charlotte, 7:30 Atlanta New England, Columbus Chicago, Red Bulls Dallas, Orlando Minnesota, Philly Seattle, 8:30 Austin St. Louis, Salt Lake Colorado at 9:30, 10:30 LAFC KC, and San Jose Vancouver. And then Sunday, 3 o'clock, Cincinnati, DC United, Nashville Galaxy. And then 5 o'clock, you have Miami and CF Montreal. Okay, now we'll move on to golf. We'll go over the current leaderboards in each tournament. We'll start in Arnold Palmer. Right now, your leader at 6 under is Shane Lowry, tied for second with 5 under Hideki Matsuyama and Justin Lauer. Tied for fourth with 4 under Ryan Henley, Lucas Hodges, Sam Burns, Thiglia. Tied for 8th with 3 under Luke Lisman, Will Zalatoris, Sepp Straka, Nate Taylor, Chris Kirk, Brian Harmon, Emiliano Grillo, Adam Hadwin, Harry English, Jordan Spieth, Jason Day is tied for 19th with 2 under with Justin Thomas, Scotty Scheffler, Corey Connors, Colin Morikawa. Tied for 24th with 1 under, C.T. Pond, Keegan Bradley, Adam Putnam, J.T. Potson, Wyndham Clark, Victor Hovland, Eric Cole, Cam Davis, Byung Ganon, Sanjay M, Max Homa. Tied for 35th at even Stefan Yeager, Adam Schenk, Justin Rose, Nicholas Dunlap, Taylor Hogue, Taylor Moore, Patrick Rogers, Austin Eckroat, Evan Van Roy, Seamus Powers, Anders Schauffele, David Ford. Tied for 47th with one over do notables: Tom Kim, Webb Simpson, Grayson Murray, Dylan McCarthy, Tommy Fleetwood, Rory McIlroy, Lucas Glover, Ludwig Aberg, Cam Young, Adam Scott. Tied for 57th with two over: Brendan Todd, Christian Ziedenhout, Patrick Cantlay, Matt Fitzpatrick, Mackenzie Hughes, Ricky Fowler. Actually, Hughes and Fowler are 62nd with 3 over with S.W. Kim. 65th with 4 over Sammy Valimaki. 66th with 5 over Nicholas Hojart. 67th with 6 over Jake Knapp and Kurt Katayama. And 69th with 7 over is Adam Svensson. And in the Puerto Rico Open, your leader right now, co-leaders, 9 under, Matthias Schmidt and Rafael Campos. Third with 8 under is Max Kreiserman. Tied for 4th with 7 under, Martin Laird, Scott Piercy, Joe Highsmith, Norman Zong, Rico Hoey, Cody Gribble, and Rio Hisatune. Tied for 11th with 6 under, Bryce Garnett, Grayson Higo, Eric Barnes, Austin Sook, Tyler Duncan, Kevin Stroman. Tied for 17th with 5 under, Sodi Kodiara, Richie Wierenski, Kevin Chappell, Rasmus Hojard, Justin Sue, Sung-Hoon Kang, Tiga Semamaka, and Jacob Bridgman. Tied for 27th with 4 under. We're going to do notables: Sang Gilno, Sang Moon Bay, Troy Merritt, Nicholas Echevarria, Kevin Kraft, Russell Knox, Harry Hall, Robert McIntyre, Brian Stord, Chris Goddard. 44th with 3 over, Daniel Berger, Chris Stroud, Harrison Endicott, Tanner Gainey, Roger Sloan, Adam Long, Camilo Vegas, Aaron Ray, Ben Coles, Victor Perez, Austin Smotherman. 59th with 2 under, Pat Gazier, Ben Martin, Joaquin Herman, Alex Baddeley, Paul Barjan, Michael Kim, Robert Brem, Brandon Wu, DJ Tran, Cheng Du. Tied for 76 with 1 under, Harry Higgs, Henrik Norlander, Wesley Bryan, Jonathan Bird, S.H. Kim, Ben Griffin, Robert Streb, Kevin Tway, Michael Glidgick, Joel Dahman, Kevin Kisner, Reiner Moore, MJ Duffy. Tied for 95th at even, Kyle Stanley, Nate Lashley, Kevin Doherty, Parker Cootie, Cam Champ, Paul Haley, Brent Snecker, Pearson Cootie. 109th with 1 over, Andrew Landry, Matt Trainer, Ben Crane, Nate Watney. 119th with 2 over, James Hahn. 122nd with 3 over, D.A. Points. 127th with 4 over, Jason Duffner, Aaron Weiss. And those are your notables for the tournament. All right, NASCAR. This weekend, they will be racing from Phoenix. Trucks are off. Xfinity and Cup race. So Xfinity tomorrow at 4:30 from Phoenix. Should be a interesting race. I'm just going to pull up odds really quickly. So to win the call88.com 200, I'm going to go with AJ Allmendinger at 20-1. I think that's a good number to win this race. And then the Cup race, the United Rentals Work United 500. But it's really the Shriners Children 500, so I guess they changed sponsors. So my pick to win from Phoenix in the Cup, I'm going to go with the driver that I almost picked last week, but I'm going to pick him this week, and that's Joey Logano at 12-1. All right, Formula One. This weekend, they will be racing from the Jeddah Cormorant Circuit in Saudi Arabia. The race will begin tomorrow at noon. They took down the odds. Oh, this is the free practice. These are live odds, so the race odds aren't out yet. But I think Max Verstappen should win. He's the best driver in the world. He's one of the best athletes in the world right now. And I think that it's gone a little unnoticed, although it's being more recognized of late because people are talking about where Patrick Mahomes stands. And then that's what Max Verstappen is. He's the Patrick Mahomes of this sport, and it's like an upset if he doesn't win. He's minus 250 in the free practice 3, which is going on right now. But if there's value on the free practice, it's probably Lewis Hamilton at 25-1, who obviously is on a new team now, and you would think he's going to be motivated. Okay, now we'll move on to the Oscars, which will be on at 7 o'clock on Sunday evening on ABC. Jimmy Kimmel will be your host, as he is each and every year. I'm trying to see if they have the all right, here we go, the features. So best picture, Oppenheimer's a minus 5,000 favorite. That blew up. I just don't see anybody else winning. Poor Things is 20-1. Zone of Interest is 25. The Holdovers is 28. Barbie's 35. Killers of the Flower Moon's 40, as well as Anatomy of a Fall. American Fiction's 80. Past Lives is 100. Maestro's 150. Best Director, Christopher Nolan's the favorite for Oppenheimer. Yorgos Lanthimos of Poor Things is 16-1. Martin Scorsese of Killers of the Flower Moon is 20-1. Jonathan Glazer of The Zone Interest is 40-1, and Justine Tourette of Anatomy of a Fall is 50-1. I think Poor Things is director. Lanthimos has some value at 16-1, but Chris Nolan should win that. Best editing, Oppenheimer's minus 800. Anatomy of a Fall is 5-1. Killers of the Flower Moon is 10-1. The Holdovers is 20, and Poor Things is 22. Killers of the Flower Moon has to value at 10, but I think Oppenheimer wins that too. Best live action short, The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar is minus 700. Night of Fortune is plus 450. The After is 12-1. Red, White, and Blue is 14-1. And Invincible is 20-1. The After has some value at 12. Best Actor, Cillian Murphy of Oppenheimer is minus 1,200. Paul Giamatti, Holdovers is plus 550. Bradley Cooper of Maestro, 16-1. Coleman Domingo of Rustin's 80-1, as well as Jeffrey Wright of American Fiction. Bradley Cooper is valued at 16-1, but Cillian Murphy's going to win. Best Actress, Lily Gladstone of Killers of the Flower Moon is minus 250. Emma Stone's plus 165. Sandra Huller of Anatomy of a Fall is 25-1. Carey Mulligan of Maestro is 65-1, as well as Annette Bening of Naiad. Emma Stone has some value at plus 165, and honestly, I think she's going to win. Best Supporting Actor, Robert Downey Jr. of Oppenheimer is minus 3,500 favorite. Ryan Gosling is 10-1 of Barbie. Mark Ruffalo is 20-1 of Poor Things. Robert De Niro of Killers of the Flower Moon is 28, and Sterling K. Brown of American Fiction is 50. Ryan Gosling of Barbie and Robert De Niro of Killers of the Flower Moon each have value at 10-1. But Downey should win that. Best Supporting Actress, Davine Joy Randolph of The Holdovers, minus 3,500. Emily Blunt of Oppenheimer. Daniel Brooks of The Color Purple. America Ferrera of Barbie are each 20-1. And Jodie Foster of Nyad is 40. Emily Blunt's at 20-1 has some value, but Davine Joy Randolph should win that. Best Visual Effects, Godzilla -1, minus 200. The Creator, plus 130. Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 3, 16. Napoleon's 20. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 is 50. I think Mission Impossible has some value. They all have value, the ones that are double-digit odds. But I think The Creator's going to win. Production Design, Poor Things minus 200. Barbie's plus 140. Oppenheimer's 14. Napoleon's 40. And Killer of the Flower Moons is 40. I think Barbie plus 140. You know Barbie's not going to be shut out. Makeup and Hairstyling, Maestro's minus 175. Poor Things is plus 125. Society of the Snow is 16. Oppenheimer's 20. And Gold is 35. Oppenheimer has some value at 20. Costume Design, Barbie's minus 150. Poor Things, Even Money. Napoleon 25. Oppenheimer 28. Killers of the Flower Moon 35. Barbie should win that, but Poor Things has some value. And cinematography, Oppenheimer's minus 2,000. Poor Things is 8-1. Killers of the Flower Moon is 12. Maestro's 20. El Conde is 25. Poor Things has some value, but Oppenheimer's going to win. Best Original Screenplay, Anatomy of a Fall is minus 250. The Holdovers 2-1. Past Lives 5-1. Maestro's 40 and May December's 50. Past Lives has some value at 5-1, but Anatomy of a Fall. Adapted Screenplay, American Fiction is minus 245. Oppenheimer is 2-1. Barbie's 5-1. Poor Things 25, and The Zone of Interest is 400. American Fiction should win, but Oppenheimer, I could see it being 200. Best Animated Feature, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse minus 25. The Boy and the Heron plus 135. Nimona 25. Elemental 28. Robot Dreams is 35. I'm gonna say The Boy and the Heron wins at plus 135. And then Best Original Score, Oppenheimer's minus 2,000. Killers of the Flower Moon is 10. Poor Things is 12. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is 25. And American Fiction is 25. Killers of the Flower Moon has some value at 10, but Oppenheimer's going to win that. Best Sound, Oppenheimer minus 50. Zone of Interest plus 150. Maestro 16. The Creator's 40. So is Mission Impossible. Oppenheimer's going to win, but The Zone of Interest is interesting. And then Best Original Song, What Was I Made For is minus 750. I'm Just Ken's plus 450. Wazazi is 14-1. The Fire Inside is 28. And It Never Went Away is 28. What Was I Made For is a runaway going to win. Billie Eilish won a Grammy with that. And how is she not going to win an Oscar? I would parlay that in like a bunch of different locks for the Oscars. So they're having some first and betting stuff for the Oscars. Now move on to the news and notes for today. The Dolphins announced that they signed Jonnu Smith. So that's going to be a good addition for their team. A lot of hockey stuff that we have to get into. The Penguins trade Jake Gensel to the Carolina Hurricanes with Ty Smith for Michael Bunting, a bunch of prospects in 2024 draft picks, including the 2024 second-round Philadelphia pick, which could become a first-round pick if the Canes make the Stanley Cup final, and a conditional fourth that turns to a third if they win the Cup. So, big addition for Carolina. This makes them, to me, the team to beat, right, with Florida in the East. It's those two, and then I'd say Boston and the Rangers. But great ad for Carolina. Pittsburgh, I feel like, could have done better in the trade. They do get some prospects and picks, but they're banking on Carolina to do a lot of big things in the playoffs for that pick to come into fruition. And Bunting is someone that Dubas likes. So he makes sense in the deal. And it's funny that they traded in division. And the Rangers were a team that were interested in him. But Pittsburgh wasn't trading him to the Rangers because they're the Rangers. So that was the big trade, probably of the deadline. We'll see if anything happens today. Joel Edmondson got traded to the Maple Leafs. That's a good trade for Toronto, getting a depth defenseman. Anthony Beauvillier gets traded to the Predators for a 5th-round pick. That's a good trade for them. Yakov Trenin got traded to the Avs with Graham Sword for Jeremy Hansel in the 2025 third. So that's an interesting trade for the Avs. Trenin hopefully helps them. And then Forsling got extended from the from the Panthers 8 years and making $5 3/4 a year. So that's a big long-term extension for Forsland. Saquon to the Eagles could happen as Philly and Barkley have mutual interest out of the free agency. That's according to the New York Post. That'd be something. Jalen Hurts got a clean shave. I don't know if I like that. Russell Wilson and the Steelers plan to meet as both sides have mutual interest. I thought the Steelers were out on Russell Wilson. Huh. Don't always believe what you see. And then the Jonnu Smith deal is 2 for $10. A Michael Thomas cut is likely. That's not surprising. I think I predicted he was going to get cut on the Saints offseason show. Tyrann Mathieu to get a 2-year extension. $13 million. That's cheap. Jalen Johnson and the Bears agreed to a 4-year, $76 million deal. $54.4 million guaranteed. That's a big deal for the Bears and its star cornerback. And then Dotson's back to the Rams, 3 years, $48 million. So that is huge for the Rams to bring him back. Madrid loses the Bellingham appeal as Jude will sit out 2 La Liga fixtures after red card. Not great. So the Red Sox give Brian Balo an extension, 6 years, $55 million, $21 million club option. So good on the Red Sox for locking up one of their young players. The Mets are eyeing Soto for 2025 as rumors of Soto Mets are getting louder. Well, here's my point. Why'd you sit out on Ohtani? Because you need him more than Soto. Come on. Which is ridiculous. Because you needed someone that could hit and pitch. And that's your loss. And that'd be disastrous if that were the case. Although, in theory, they can make up for that if they sign Alonso. But let's face it, Juan Soto's way better than Peter Alonso. Alonso is what people perceive Aaron Judge to be. Home run or strikeout. And plus he's below average at first base as a defensive player. Karl Anthony Towns out at least a month as he's expected to return by early playoffs after surgery on meniscus. That's not great for the Timberwolves at all. Adam Silver announces that the Suns will host the 2027 All-Star Game. That is huge for them. 5-star decommits from Indiana. That is Liam McNeely, 15 overall prospect. He originally chose Indiana over Kansas and Texas. That's not ideal. Let's see if he ends up at one of those schools. That'd be big if Bill Self got him, or even Rodney Terry. And then last night, Joe Biden had the State of the Union address. And let's be honest, it was more of a campaign speech than a State of the Union, because he's under immense pressure, or he was under immense pressure last night to sway some voters, and I don't really want to go into too depth of the State of the Union campaign, as I'm going to call it. But the pressure is on, and I think Biden knows that. And there's some things I think he failed to address in depth, which isn't ideal. And we'll see if the poll numbers change and result of this, because in the polls, Trump's ahead of him, and we're headed for a rematch, as we stated the other day, and Trump's ahead of the polls over Biden, which is not quite shocking, let's be honest, because I think that Donald has done a decent job with his campaign, and then things in our country are not as good with Biden as president, and a lot of things have happened overseas in the borders. So because of that, that's why I feel like Trump's ahead in the polls over Biden. And last but not least, my best bet of the day, brought to you by FanDuel. I had one in mind. I'm going to lay a 20th of a unit on it. It is in the NHL. The Ducks are just awful, and they might be making more trades today. I'm laying the 1.5 of the Dallas Stars. They're a better team. They're contending for a championship, and Anaheim is not. So I'm going to lay a 20th of a unit, Dallas Stars -1.5 at -115 at the Ducks for my best bet of the day. All right, so there you have it for the show. I'll be back on Monday recapping everything and looking at everything coming up next week, and then I'm going to drop a couple of conference tournament shows throughout the weekend as well. Hope you guys have a great day, everyone.